In our next segment, Brother Anthony Morris of the governing body discusses how this series has helped children and their parents.
It's hard to believe it's been almost a decade since that first release in 2012. In that time, the Become Jehovah's Friends series has proved to be a real gift from Jehovah. Through these Bible lessons, children can learn to be kind, to be honest, to be respectful, and to develop other godly qualities that help them see and obey the one who is invisible. How can we begin to understand the far-reaching impact this series has had on Christian families?
I don't think we can begin to understand the far-reaching impact of this series on young minds, on what these vile cartoons have been doing to children over the last 10 years. So what we have now in the April 2022 JW Broadcasting episode is a segment hosted by Tony Morris, who of course was kind of the guy who introduced the whole Become Jehovah's Friend thing back in 2012. He is, after all, the only governing body member who has children, so he got that gig. And here he is talking about how amazing and how successful the Become Jehovah's Friend cartoon series has been. Well, if I were to produce my own highlights reel of, let's say, just over 2 minutes of 10 years of Become Jehovah's Friend, this would be it.
Is this toy magical?
Mm-hmm.
Caleb, who likes magic? Jehovah or Satan?
Satan.
Right. Magic is bad. That's why Jehovah hates it. Do you really want to play with something that Jehovah hates?
Why should we pay attention at the meetings? Imagine if Noah didn't pay attention when Jehovah explained how to build the ark.
Carrie drew 2 mommies. She told me they're married to each other. My teacher says that all that matters is that people love each other and that they're happy.
Well, people have their own ideas about what is right and wrong. But what matters is how Jehovah feels. He wants us to be happy, and he knows how we can be happiest. That's why he invented marriage the way he did.
You mean 1 man and 1 woman?
Exactly.
What happened? Caleb, are you okay?
What if Jehovah doesn't want to be my friend anymore?
Jehovah wants to be your friend. But if you did something bad, he wants you to tell.
This is the sort of disgusting propaganda that has been thrust on young minds over the last 10 years in these appalling Caleb and Sophia Become Jehovah's Friend videos. And there are many more examples I could have shown, but when I had to come up with my own list, just to kind of get this point across, these were the kind of standout moments for me. you have right at the beginning, or lesson 2, a child being shamed into putting his wizard toy in the dumpster because apparently Jehovah hates magic and it would make Jehovah sad for him to play with a wizard toy. That was lesson 2. Lesson 15, we had a cartoon about children paying attention at meetings, reminding them that if they don't pay attention at meetings, they might die. No biggie. Just something you might want to keep in mind. If the people in Noah's day hadn't paid attention, they wouldn't have survived the flood, would they? They would have all perished. They would have all drowned. In fact, here is a cartoon showing them drowning. You wouldn't want to drown, would you? You wouldn't want to die like the people who died in Noah's day, so you'd better pay attention at the meetings, kids. That was lesson 15. Lesson 19, we had that horrendous cartoon where children apparently were guilted into giving their ice cream money to the organization. They can't just enjoy having an ice cream without thinking about spending their money more wisely on Watchtower, on propagating cult materials, on helping an organization manipulate the masses. Then there was lesson 22, the infamous cartoon where Sophia spoke about her friend who had 2 mummies, and she was reminded that it was supposed to be one man, one woman. That's the intention, that's the design, the original design of God. And not only was Sophia given this hateful ideology, she was encouraged to go back to school and preach to her classmate who had lesbian parents with this homophobic rhetoric. That was lesson 22. Lesson 40, the cupcake video, where a young child is depicted in floods of tears at the kitchen table because he had an encounter with a birthday cake that was sort of celebrating someone's birthday. And just being, I don't think he even took a bite from the cupcake. He was just kind of he was involving himself, you might say, in what was going on. And just doing that apparently is supposed to reduce a Jehovah's Witness child to tears. That's what this organization is about. It's absolutely grotesque. And in this segment, Tony Morris, who, as we've already seen in video after video, talk after talk, is hopelessly tone deaf, hopelessly insensitive, and hopelessly full of his own self-importance, is celebrating 10 years of Jehovah's Witness children having their minds filled with manipulative nonsense through these grotesque cartoons.